Greetings, friends. I'm excited to walk you through with my portfolio from LTDE 5317, Current Topics in Learning with Technology. The first assessment activity I want to highlight is the collaborative collection of adaptive strategies. I spent a lot of time on this assignment. I was very particular on what resources I wanted to include. I wanted to focus specifically on those that related to a professional learning context or higher education. I know many of you are in K through 12. Some of the strategies that I link will apply to you, but others might be more specific to a higher ed or professional context. But really my favorite part of this assignment was the opportunity to really do some research and focus on just those things that related to me and spend a lot of time reading journals and different articles. So you can see here those resources that I included. Next was the adaptive learning resource tutorial. For this tutorial, I did something a little bit differently than most of my peers did. I focused on an article rather than an actual software. This article walked through some low-tech or no-tech ways to incorporate adaptive learning. This was important to me because in my context, I won't be purchasing an adaptive learning software. That's not something I'll need frequently enough in order to incorporate it. But I do, or to justify the cost. But I do love and value adaptive learning. And so this video and its corresponding article do a great job of showing what are some ways that you can incorporate adaptive learning without spending the big bucks on software. If you want to read the article that this walks through, the description of the YouTube video does include that, and it is also back in this previous assignment right here. Next is the activity incorporating gamification. This really forced me to think about ways in which I can motivate faculty and staff to walk through the assessment of educational programs and administrative units at my institution. One thing that was really important for me was I wanted to incorporate gamification in a way that didn't feel childish or silly to them. I wanted to honor that friendly competition and their professionalism while still incorporating gamification. And so what I wound up doing was I will incorporate badges to kind of reward people who have finished work first or done an excellent job in weekly emails to my review team. And additionally, I will start including progress bars showing which group of reviewers is completing their work in a timely manner. I hope to incite a bit of friendly competition in that way. And then lastly is the Innovative Learning Techniques unit. This allowed me to think through the assessment process at my institution, really beginning with the end in mind. Allowed me to think through those student learning outcomes, or in my case, faculty and staff outcomes, and what I wanted them to know and how I could best get them there. And so this unit of instruction walks through that. I'm especially proud of and open to feedback on my rubric. I want this to be something that reviewers can use while looking at the assessment plans and reports from across campus. My hope is for strong and average to be ones that they can continue on in the review process, whereas if something is attention needed, then that's something that has to be fixed before moving on. So I look forward to seeing all of your portfolios and have really enjoyed the last few weeks in class together.